happiness. What is a good life to you?
Being able to say fuck you to anyone.
Mm.
That has always been made me happy. And you don't need that much money to do that. I felt like I had fuck you money when I had 20 grand. But the ability to do whatever you want whenever you want is, to me, a good life.
So meaning so fuck you money, that I guess the term is like if someone says, "Hey Sam, I want you to go do this for me and I'll pay you $100,000." You'll be like, "Fuck off. I don't need
Yeah,
that."
I don't want to do that. Now, I felt like that. I acted like that at a very without having a lot,
Mhm.
but that was important to me. I think that, and so what that means is I don't really like. I'm wearing a. This is like one of the nicest. There, I can see the camera. I have a Rolex on. That's one of the probably the
Oh,
nicest thing I own.
fancy.
Besides that, I don't own. I don't own anything, right? Like you come to my house, I live like a pretty Spartan lifestyle.
Yeah, y'all are upping it now as you
We're
should
up in
over
it
time.
now, but even still, we're very frugal. I think
I think you're very frugal for what you and Sarah earn. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think I live a very low key life,
Mhm.
and I don't want a lot of stuff because wanting that stuff makes it so I can't say fuck you,
Hmm.
right? So,
Th-
like,
That's a good answer. So you once posted a photo of you, Sarah, and Sid, your dog, walking on a trail in the middle of nowhere, and it said something to the effect of "wife, dog, nature. What else do I need?"
I don't need anything else.
Do you think that's true?
Yeah, I don't really need anything else. One time I lived on a motorcycle for like 8 weeks and traveled the country, and I spent $4,000 so 2 grand a month, including the motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
And I owned nothing at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and I was happier than when I own and then when I have nice stuff. Yeah, I love being light and not having too much baggage.
So you've talked to, researched, read about a lot of rich people, a lot of people in general, a lot of interesting people. Who is your ideal model for life in terms of happiness? Or I don't think like you're just motivated only by money,
No,
but like happiness. Like who is your ideal model for life?
there's a few people. The first person, and they're all interesting for different reasons. The first person is Joseph Kennedy. Joseph Kennedy was the
Hmm.
father of JFK. He was a horrible husband. He was a pretty unethical businessman, and he was just kind of a piece of shit, but he was a badass father. And I think that he put his children in front of him, and everything he did was, and he broke the law. He did bad stuff because he goes, I don't care. I'm just going to make sure that my children can live any life they want to live. So I value that. I like Ted Turner because he was a bad father. Or no, he was a bad husband, cheated a lot. So I don't like that. But he was like, I'm going to live an adventurous life and have an impact. So he created CNN. He also was one of the largest landowners in America because he wanted to bring back buffalo. He was angry that buffalo were going extinct, and he was angry at how we were treating the environment. So he goes, well, I'm going to get rich off CNN, and I'm going to buy all this land, and I'm going to preserve it. And that's awesome. I just love people who do that. So I like him. Who else is interesting?
But do you find them interesting for their wealth or find them for their character or
No, I
different
find them
reasons?
interesting because they figure out how to bend reality around what they want the reality to be.
Mm.
And it just so happens that business in a capitalistic world is one of the easiest and most practical ways to do that.
Wow,
You
that's
know what I'm
actually a
saying?
really cool thought.
Yeah. So it's like whether we're like I could try to be Picasso and try to like persuade people or make change with art, but it's just far more practical to collect massive amounts of capital and allocate it as you wish. And in order to collect and capture that capital, you have to convince people to do things. And I think that's far easier than to paint something or write a song that changes people's opinions.